Hey YouTube, I'm Corey, and today we're taking a look at Cornell and Diehl's first small batch release of 2026, Firebird Flake. So yes, the bird has landed out here in the woods. Got a hold of some Firebird Flake. Now, this is the second year that they did this. They did it last year in 2025, and I did not purchase any last year. And when I saw that it was becoming available again this year, I told myself, I think I'll get some. I liked the marketing and everything that they did with this blend. I love the tin art. You know, it's really beautiful. Cool name, Firebird Flake. That's an awesome name for a tobacco. So what do we got? This is going to be an Oriental and Darkfire Kentucky blend with a little bit of Virginia thrown in there. And the Virginias that they're using and the Orientals too are really vintage tobaccos. So really special leaf in there. And I would say that, you know, with Cornell and Diehl's small batches, that's what they are. They're special tobaccos, and they can only get a hold of so much of them, and that's why they do them in these small quantities. They're giving them to us the way that they can do it, and I think that's really cool. I love it when they roll out small batches. Now, I don't always get in on them, but I think it's a cool idea, and I'm very appreciative that they are able to get these vintage and rare tobaccos to us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this tin open on camera and give y'all my first impression of Cornell and Diehl's Firebird Flake. So it's Orientals, Darkfire Kentuckys, and 3 different Virginias. Let's crack it up and see what we got. Smells some Virginia for sure. So this tin has a date, 13/26. Wow, check that out. Smells like Virginia. Like kind of like ketchup. Getting a little bit of the dark fired in there. I get a little bit of like a bready sweetness, and a little bit of like a tea. I guess I can smell some Orientals in there too. Smells very good. This is a Missouri Meerschaum Let Freedom Ring Cob. So I'm gonna bust some of this flake up, pack this pipe, and we'll fire it up. And I'll tell you what I think about it, kind of what I'm tasting, what kind of mindset the blend puts us in. Nice long stringy flakes. All right, got this pipe packed up here. These flakes were just a tad moist, but they broke up very easily. So I'm gonna get this thing going, and we'll see what Cornell and Diehl's Firebird Flake has to offer. Wow. Lots of flavor. That's good. I'm getting some citrus, which I love. I'm tasting some Virginia. I'm getting that Cornell and Diehl, you know, Virginia sort of tone that they're known for. I got where I'm very used to their Virginias, and I get that in here. I can taste it. Those Virginias are good. Getting some Oriental, kind of a floral, a little bit of floral spice. Getting some Kentucky, but it is very well blended with the other components. I can tell it's there, but it's not really slapping me around. I can taste all three components. I can taste the Oriental, I can taste the Dark Fired, I can taste the Virginia. I get earth. Get a little bit of spice. It's a livelier smoke, livelier taste. So the tin says, Cornell and Diehl's small batch blends are handcrafted in small quantities by our expert blenders right here in South Carolina. A majestic blend of the finest heirloom Orientals and dark fired grades, Firebird Flake highlights the often overlooked nuance and complexity between these two condimental varietals, enhanced by specially aged red Virginia tobaccos for a naturally sweet, subtly spicy, and incredibly balanced profile with hints of citrus, baked goods, wood smoke, and green pepper. It's got the components listed here. There's Izmir, Samson, and both of those leaves are from 2005. 2019 U.S. Semi-Fire Cured Kentucky, 2015 Dark Fired Kentucky, and then 2013 Red Virginia, 2021 Red Virginia, and another 2021 Red Virginia. Here at C&D, we set the standard for boutique hand-blended pipe tobacco by adhering to a simple idea: quality trumps quantity every time. Jeremy Reeves. That's a pretty cool mindset. Now, Cornell and Diehl has some great regular production blends, and I love them. I love Cornell and Diehl's tobaccos. But I think their small batches are pretty special. And it's cool that they make these vintage and rare tobaccos available to us, even if it's in small batches. So this is a small batch, but they did 15,000 tins. That's a pretty good bit. I brought three tins. I got this one that I opened. I'll jar it up, and I'll probably be aging the other two. This is a cool combination of flavors. The Virginia, the Oriental, and the Dark Fired together. It's making a very nice like trio. They're all doing really cool things. Yeah. I feel like the Orientals are sort of taking the front seat. But it's hard to say because they're all doing things on their own, and it's working great together. Isn't that some beautiful tin art? I also love how for the small batch blends they use this special paper that it's got this almost like a design on it. It feels really cool. I think that's a nice touch. Yeah, the Orientals in this are good. Floral, kind of get some citrus. The dark fired is giving it that sort of like a charred wood smokiness. And then you got that the creaminess of those red Virginias. This is well blended. As far as aging, I bet it's going to be great because it's got those Virginias in it for one thing, and they're going to do their own thing, but they're also going to, you know, the other components will age and do their own thing too, and it'll combine together. Who knows what this will taste like in 10 years? Yeah, it's an interesting smoke. The flavors are sort of, you know, rolling around and changing and flopping back and forth. You get this, then that, then this, then that. But it's not erratic. The Retro Hill, I get sort of a refined like a bready woodiness, but it's not harsh. It's almost complex. In the Retro Hill, it doesn't really burn, but it changes the flavor greatly to go through the nose. And you sort of have to think about what you're tasting. This flake's burning great. I feel like I'm puffing on it pretty hard. It's burning good. Yeah, this is, I would say the Orientals, I think they're leading the way. That's what I'm getting the most of, and I'm okay with that. I've been really digging Orientals lately. This is, again, the Izmir and Samsung, both from 05, so they have done some aging. This blend is already, you know, went through a changing process. They are good. And the dark fire just takes it to a whole nother level, and adds that woody smokiness, not like a Latakia smokiness, but that dark fired, almost charred taste. You get that. And then of course the Virginias are there doing their thing, giving it the body, giving it a little bit of like bread. little bit of creaminess. It's like it's that creaminess and that tartness that reds can give you. This is good. Be very interested to see how this ages over time. Well, thank you to Jeremy Reeves and everybody at Cornell and Diehl for putting this out. Like this content if you dig it. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't mind, tell a few pot smokers about the channel. We'd sure appreciate that. I'll see y'all next time.